Hi, everyone. Since we're all using agents, we are starting using web search as well. Why? Because the models are really good in having a general information, and then we need to infuse the external context to the model. As we are approaching into a general intelligence and specialized intelligence, since we want the model to do things which are more specific, we're starting seeing that web search systems also needs to be specialized. So today, I'm going to talk about how to specialize web search systems to answer very specific and mission-critical workflow. And this is the specific loop of starting from planning, searching, fine-tuning the model, and eventually getting the results, and using memory system to self-learning and optimizing it. So let's start with a basic question that we all been thinking and asking the models for a really long time. And the general information and questions that we've been asking will be, what is the latest things and the latest model that are winning a benchmark? And very specific general information retrieval system will just provide us the answer. But as models become to be more specialized, we want the model to do a better work for us. So we're expecting the model to retrieve back a list of entities and all the parameters, and we want to get that information in real time. And right now, the models need to do and harder work because it's not running a lot of searches in parallel, but it also to get the most relevant information for our search system. So we're thinking for a really long time that we can basically change the architecture of the model, and instead of having one general retrieval system, that the model basically return back a query and getting the information back, we need to have a more specialized and different component in order to answer query. So returning back to the question, I need to know what are the most relevant and updated open source model. Right now, I need to create a list of all the open source model, and then I need to validate that information. I need to have semantic queries. I need to have understanding. I need to invoke all these specific tools, and the combination of all these tools eventually going to be the representation of specialized search system. The application of specialized search system can be across many different domains. It's starting with a general query that I want to have in a better accuracy. But if I'm a researcher and I want the model to be the best in protein, so I need the model to go deeper. And if I'm working right now in insurance or compliance, I need the model to be an expert in insurance and compliance. For a really long time, we thought that we can bring our harness, all the tools and all the primitives, and it will do a great job. But in reality, what we have seen is that in order to scale these web search systems, we need to train a smaller retrieval algorithms that's helping us to get the most relevant results. Whenever we're running the model and asking queries, as an example, something that's need to run a deep research, so the model would do a lot of web search queries and returning back the information, and then the model will get all the context we know and would fill it in a lot of chunk. We want to prevent that information. So basically, we are creating a knowledge representation of the domain expertise, and we're embedding the model instead of using extremely large model to a 1B and 2B models that specialize for the specific domain, and then they can retrieve the information for the user context. In order to achieve that, we are providing a new state-of-the-art search architecture that's combining both memory, state, and self-learning algorithm that can build both the retrieval system and also the specific index that the web search has been working on. We're combining that architecture with real-time headless browsers that can go into the web and fetch the information that's needed to achieve that result. So in the past, you were using a general web search systems that are really good in providing information on a specific domain. But what we are seeing right now is that we have the opportunity to unlock a complete new type of intelligence and having the model to search way better in a specific domain, which not only boosts accuracy, but also boosting the performance and token maximizing. That's the results that we're seeing in our research lab, and that's something that we're very proud to work with our customers to allow everyone, basically, that's running these domains to be more efficient and reduce accuracy across different verticals. And it's not only in the tool use, but also in the overall token maximizing. So all of that, it's been available by a simple API If you want to try it out, go to nimbleway.com or just DM me a message over LinkedIn. I will send you some free credits and you can try it out. And we're very excited for what researchers and other startups and big enterprises are building with specialized web search system, because specialized intelligence do require specialized web search. And the traditional web search basically cannot go in scaling with the compute without infrastructures that allow that. Thank you very much.